up our monthly series with the Los Angeles Film Critics Association. We've been doing this for a year now with LAFCA. This year was LAFCA's 50th anniversary, so every film represented an award specially given by LAFCA across its 50-year history. John Carpenter tonight will be joining us with his 2025 Career Achievement Award winner from LAFCA. This series has been wonderful. Over the past year, we've welcomed Michael Mann and Todd Haynes and Sally Field and Carl Franklin and a lot more. We got the first Q&A screening of Mark Sargo to Vasile Mark. It's been a tremendous series. We're going to continue it in 2026. So if you're not already signed up for the Egyptian Theater newsletter, go to our website, egyptiantheater.com, and sign up. And you'll be the first to know about all great events like this that happen. Tonight's film is From L.A., as I said, and our discussion tonight will be led by LAFCA member and Los Angeles film critic Amy Nicholson. So let's please welcome Amy to the stage.
Thanks so much, Mike. Hello, everybody. It is wonderful to see all of these people out here with so many pairs of hands that I'm going to put to work right now, bringing out our special guest, John Carpenter. Before people watch Escape from L.A. talking about this movie, you want to just jump into it?
Sure. Nobody's seen the movie yet, right? No, seriously, you haven't watched it tonight?
Correct.
Oh, God. Well, I'm leaving before you see it, so don't. No, I do want to say something. She's a film critic, you know? She's a film critic, and you're on set with her. Isn't that amazing?
As in you're being nice to me?
I am.
Well, John, I want to start by having you take all of us back to 1990, to when this film was coming together in your head. Like, take us back to Los Angeles, specifically in 1990, because I was in Texas. I was growing up kind of by Schlitterbahn, where you filmed the surfing scenes here. And in my memory, Los Angeles was always in the news in the early 90s, and it was almost never for anything good.
Yeah, we had the riots here. That wasn't good at all. And what's changed? You know, Los Angeles doesn't change a whole lot, but there used to be on Sunset the world's greatest Ho Stroll. You know what a Ho Stroll is?
No.
Do you guys know what a Ho Stroll is?
No.
Ho as in prostitute. Oh. Maybe you guys know it. Disney cartoons all your life? No, it was unbelievable though. It was legendary. I'm not kidding. You guys are so square. What's wrong?
All American burger.
It was around the All-American Burger, but it was further up. There was a place where they all kind of got it. Anyway, I don't know anything about it. Iceberg Slim came down from San Francisco with his girls, and he said, "This is it. This is the world famous place." But they ran the girls out of town. Oh, so depressing now. So clean.
Were you here for the riots? Or for the riots for you?
Live up in the Hollywood Hills, above Sunset, above the comedy store, above the comedy store. And so from our balcony, you can see the smoke, the fires that they had set out there. It was unbelievable. The city just went down. And it wasn't right for days. We had to watch out where we went and so forth. That was pretty serious. You were in Texas, huh?
I was in
Yeah,
Texas.
what's that like?
It's a lot calmer.
Oh,
Yeah, but I don't know if this is right, but I have this picture in my head of you driving around LA, looking at landmarks, looking at the Chinese, driving by Universal Studios, and thinking, oh, I know how I could destroy that, or I know what that would look like in the first apocalypse, or
Well, guys, look, I'm going to tell you, first of all, I love Los Angeles. I and I knew this was home. I knew it. And boy, you think there's a great Ho Stroll in the 90s? Boy, in 1968, oh, it was paradise. Escape from New York, Escape from L.A. was born out of Kurt Russell's desire to play the character again. He always loved that. For some reason, I don't know why, but he just did Eastwood. I don't get why, but he wanted to play it again. And unfortunately, see, I had made so many movies in a row, I was totally exhausted. And here he came, let's do it. And I was like, okay, Kurt, let's go. So we wrote a script and we shopped it around and Paramount grabbed it and off we went. And it was, I don't know, I looked around and I thought, what's going on in LA? LA is changed only in, the downtown is now Latino, almost solid. That wasn't that way when I got here. So that's changed, and I thought to myself, I bet you they're going to turn against the brown ones, you know, and kick them out of town.
this film in so many ways seems to be a prediction of what's happening this summer.
Well, yeah, but you know, I could see it coming, and so that had to go in there, and I don't know. I want to get basketball in. And my favorite part of it was to cast Peter Fonda surfing. And that was the most fun I had. Peter was a great guy.
Did you guys know each other before?
No,
you guys
I did
feel like
not
you would
know
be
him.
really good friends.
No, I didn't know him. The night we shot the surfing stuff, he was high on pot. So offered me some.
But actually, the world's most famous skateboarder, Tony Hawk, has said that he did Peter Fonda's surfing in that movie, but he's uncredited. Is that true?
Are you kidding? That guy? I don't know. You know, they shot it on a. The French guy shot the doubles on a. What do you call it? A continuous wave. They have them on in parts, in amusement parks. It could have been Tony Hawk. I don't know. Is he proud of it? Oh, look at that. I love this guy.
I mean, one big difference between Escape from New York and this movie is your budget went from $7 million to $50 million. What did that feel like? How was that?
Well, but our budget went up. We had a lot more to do. We shot almost 3 months of nights, and that we're all crazy. We're all nuts afterward. Plus, Kurt and I wrote in parts of a lot of beautiful young girls. And late at night, you start thinking bad things. What's the question again?
I don't want to ask what you spent the $50 million on.
It's an ambitious movie. More than I think we did more than 50. We backed into that budget. In Hollywood, what they tend to do with my movies is, we like the script. Here we'll give you whatever, 10 million, 5 million, whatever. and you have to back into it, meaning you have to fit the script into the budget rather than budget the script. And it's dangerous because you'll end up compromising something. And we could have used a little bit more, oddly enough. But anyway.
Yeah, because the film's kind of in that awkward spot of figuring out CG effects, having the ability to do some digital effects, but the technology's not quite there yet.
Money's not there, that's the thing. Money's not there for the effects, boy, they charge. Woo! Lord God. When you go to see these spectacle movies nowadays, the superhero movies, what you're seeing on the screen is lots of money. That's what it's all about. They're just pouring money into that. And
I mean, I've heard though that one of the most amazing stunts in the movie is completely practical, which is Kurt Russell shooting a basketball across the basketball court.
yeah,
He really did that on his own?
yeah.
How? Was it hard? He has an eye
He's a
patch.
dog. He's a player. He played everything. This guy has a job, so he practiced and came on. And I said, "You're gonna hit every shot, right?" Yeah, he did. It's a full court shot. You can do that.
He's got one eye closed.
What's that?
He's got one eye closed.
Yeah, there's a secret you can see through it. But don't tell anybody. There actually were two patches, one where you can see through and one for the camera close up, where it was, okay.
This actually warmed my heart to hear that on the set, one of the things you did spend money on was while you were at the LA Memorial Coliseum, you spent money to rent a Jumbotron, or to use the Jumbotron to broadcast the Lakers game so everybody could watch it between takes.
That's right.
That's true?
And
He's not a Lakers fan.
I'm not making advantage of that. This is back in the good old days. The game was Magic Johnson versus Michael Jordan. And, we're out there. Believe me, if you're new in town, it's not warm at night in the Coliseum, okay? It's cold and miserable, and we're, setting up lights. And I'm this Hollywood guy, and a trailer. We all have trailers, well line. And it has a whole dog. I thought, well, let's open up the Jumbotron. Here it is, and it was up on the screen. I'm very proud of myself.
I really do want to make you justify, though, in front of all of these nice people, why you're not a Lakers fan when you love the city so much.
Well, I don't know. You guys ever hear of LeBron James? Okay, I have a problem with him. He's a brilliant player, or I guess he's a great player. I don't know. But I think he's overrated, and I said that. And he's done a couple things that he made his commercial, guys, back. I can't remember when it was. And I thought, that's it. I can't. He goes to work out, and the entire city follows him. All these kids follow him on bikes. He's like the savior. And oh God, it's so self-serving. And I may be one of the few people in the world who feels this way. But when I heard LeBron was coming to LA, I thought, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
But on the record, when he retires, will you come back to us?
What's that?
Will you come back to us when he retires?
You know what? Maybe. But I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. That's the way you should play the game. I know they struggle sometimes, but Steph Curry is an incredible player. I mean, anyway, this is what I think. Here, I'm talking to an audience who doesn't know what a Ho Stroll is. What the
I just realized we're making this lovely lady, or this lovely person, a sign for a hose roll.
Ho Stroll?
Okay, is it fair to say that there's a lot of you in the characters of Snake Plissken in this individual list?
Yeah. And it's a chance for Kurt to do things that he wouldn't ordinarily do in movies. It's, there's a cynicism in him and the escape movies. There's a kind of this. And all around right there. That's it. I've always been anti-authoritarian, and sometimes to my detriment. And Kurt gets to break the fourth wall at the end of Escape from L.A. So anyway, I told her I saw part of Escape from L.A. on TV just the other day. I was going through. And I saw this one scene. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I thought, why did I do that? This is lazy shit. And I figured out it must have been late at night, and I was tired, so I can't believe I did it. Anyway, that's all I say.
Well, I mean, one hurdle that this film had is that it came out this summer of 1996, which was a pretty patriotic summer, I would say, for America. The Olympics were going on in Atlanta. Everybody wanted to see Independence Day. In this movie,
That was it. It was Independence Day. And, well, it whipped our ass. That's what it did. And that's what you do about it. That's what you ought to see. I don't like Independence Day, so I have nothing against that. It's a fun movie. It's a real fun movie.
but I am curious. I mean, this year alone, you got your star on the Walk of Fame. Kurt Russell was there. Us LAFCA, lifetime achievement. I'm sure that meant just as much to you. Thank you for that. But like, are you still able to feel like that outsider guy? There's a lot of love for John Carpenter right now.
There is? Well, outsider guy. My career changed back in 1982 when The Thing came out. Everybody hated the movie and hated me. I have never gotten such personally destructive reviews.
It's coming out the same summer as E.T. as well.
Yeah. And I was swimming as hard as I could to stay afloat, and I looking for a job. I lost a job because of it. My whole career changed. And I have never felt the revamp of The Thing. It's always been a distant deal. So, do I feel love for John Carpenter? A little bit, yeah. It's better than it was, but it's great. You get older and people. What's that line in Chinatown? Of old buildings and prostitutes, when you get old, they get respectable. And we just did a series of concerts downtown this morning. It's an ancient building, and I just love it. It's falling apart, It's, I don't know why I'm talking about that. Anyway, back to you. Here we go.
Fun fact, David Velasco was he got Mary Pickford her first big break.
Did he really?
Yeah, she was a child. Yeah, child stage actress. So there's a lot of history with the name Velasco.
Now, let me ask you a question. As a critic, do you like old movies?
Yeah,
What do you think of Sunset Boulevard?
I love it.
You love it. It was on today. It was fun. What do you think of a movie called Ace in the Hole?
love it.
Well, you really? Okay. Oh, wow, see, I'm liking this. Have you seen Vertigo? What do you think of Vertigo?
I've grown to respect it.
Why?
Because when I watch Vertigo, it puts me in a headspace that no other movie puts me in.
Really? It's true.
Do you like Vertigo?
Oh, are you kidding? It may be the greatest movie ever made. Just as technically and acting-wise and all of it. It's an example of what movies can do the best. It is a nightmare you're in that movie. And you don't ever wake up from it right to the very end.
Does watching movies like that make you want to make more movies?
Well, yeah, they do. But then I start thinking about getting up early in the morning. I think about the pressure, being stressed on my lifestyle, and then I think, oh, they'll make somebody else will. I'm just going to sit here.
I don't want to get us kicked off the stage before I ask about Deborah Hill.
Yeah.
You guys got to work together in this.
Yeah.
What brought you guys back together after about a decade?
Well, you know, she was the producer on Tourism Escape New York. Kurt and I just thought we needed her. You know, and we felt it was good to bring her back. And she didn't do much writing on the script, but that was a good producer. She was really good. And so we were the team again. And Kurt was lifting weights, and you know, he wanted to get in shape for the character.
You fit to the same uniform, right? It's the same costume from 15 years earlier?
He claims it, but I don't know, maybe. I know Kurt, you know, I think Kurt is one of the best actors who is not, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. And this guy is what an actor. But anyway, there are some guys I just want to work with all the time. They're brilliant actors. Kurt's one. Sam Neill is another one.
Woo!
He was no longer bad at acting. Anyway, come on. Can I sit here?
I don't want to give too much about the plot away before, in case. Is there anybody who's seen this for the first time tonight? Oh, all right. I have a fair number. Okay. I will just say that there's a device in here that if you hit the button, all of the electronics in the world will go dead. And I think really in 2025, that button sounds really nice to me.
Yeah, but that's not true. You just think about it a minute, though. Because have you seen the Live Free or Die Hard? It's more like that. You hit the button, these are people, human beings. Don't do that. But, man, it was fun to do. Yeah, things are pretty fucked now, aren't they, guys? And you know why? It's because they cleaned up the Ho Stroll.
I guess before we go, I just want to ask, all these years later, are you surprised that LA is still standing?
No, man, we're cool and hip and resilient. We're here no matter what. The rest of the country is going to go down. We're going to be fine. Everything will be fine, guys.
Thank you.